I told you. Ain't no telling what I might come back with. And ain't no telling when I might come back. But you can show this. I'm gonna come. I pray peace upon y'all families today. I pray peace upon the men, the women, and the teenagers that's inside a prison, incarcerated. I pray for those who are in these jails, waiting on court dates, waiting to be released. My prayers go out to all you all that's facing something, that's not right in your life. And my prayers are with you. My prayers are with you because you ain't gonna have to go through it too much longer. Music in prison, a title in which sounds simple, but a title that's well appreciated among the incarcerated people. If you was on an old unit, right? If you was on an old unit, they have concerts, live concerts, people on the rec yard. I told you, he said they had two big old rec yards on both ends of the building. But they have concerts. Some units on Juneteenth will have they will have about 3 meets. They gonna have the people to the bands outside on the rec yards. It was live and appreciated when they was doing those things. Cinco Mayo Day. Cinco Mayo Day was another special day in TDC prisons. They uh they have bands, Spanish bands, out on the rec yard just as well as they have for Juneteenth. They'll have these Spanish guys out there. They're gonna have a Spanish meal. Gonna be decked out in Spanish meal, and you're gonna be full. But you know that Spanish food, it just runs through me. I love it, but it goes. But the music, if you just hear the band play, some of us go and hear the band practice, right? It was so well, the sound was out of prison. The sound took you out of prison. The music took you out of prison of your stay that day. You can be sitting there in thought. And I remember when I had a partner out of San Antonio, they called him Mooney. Boy, Mooney, you couldn't tell Mooney, he couldn't sing. Mooney was about 6'2", maybe taller than that. And he had that same, he got that. That's his voice right there. That's his voice in every song that they sung. He gonna hit that note. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But he had it down pat. And so much goes on in prison that a lot of people don't know that take places during holidays. Uh, they have things that go on in the church, musical concerts. They have talent shows which they might carry in Thailand. The Muslim put together, and you have rappers coming. Rappers they going at it, and you know you got a lot of talent in prison. There's a lot of talent in prison. A lot of wasted talent in prison, and I always go I even must went to Cinco Mayo with the Spanish dude. Tum, 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 tum. That's that music they got. Tum, 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 tum. And same, it seemed like I say, golly, Castro. Oh, Castro was my partner. I say, seem like every song got the same beat. Yeah. Toot, 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 toot. You know what I'm saying? You know, you be like, man. But see, we talk about things that is in prison that's so bad, right? And when you're doing time, you're trying to get out of the penitentiary mentally. You're trying to get out of the penitentiary mentally. If a guy over there and he look like he meditating or whatever he doing, he's out of the prison. He taking himself away from the prison. So you got to do anything in your nature to preserve your sound mind. So music played a lot of role in doing time, where you seen every race of people on the rec yard mingling and having fun on them days. Cause I can't remember a time that a fight or something that took off. I can't remember. I don't think it ever took place while I was on the unit that was doing it. And but everybody come out, be smoking out there on the yard, they weed, then got them pepper jugs through the window, that wine, and go chill. Cause they search you when you go to rec. But you can go to the windows and get whatever you want to get. The windows of the park. I had a partner who played the guitar. And then I had an old school partner who played the piano. He played all kind of piano, any kind of piano. Put him on there. These guys had been locked up a long time. The guy that played the piano, he was doing it out there before he came to prison. The other guy on the guitar, he learned how to play it while he was in prison. And he was bad. He get on that thing and just go making it sound like something. I see it's something that I can give you if it's just bits and pieces. If it's just bits and pieces, see, I can't stay focused on just showing the bad side of prison, because inmates make the prison. See, the officers don't make the prison. The inmates make the prison. See, if you go to a facility and it's well mannered, then yeah, the officers got that under control. But if you walking in prison and all you hear is noise, the inmate got that. Another music sound. Another music sound, that noise. You hear dominoes, you hear slamming them dominoes, you walking down that hall, it was music to the ear. They rooms packed. They rooms was packed. I was on East Ham and I was on P line. And man, and P line just seemed to have a lot of cats that we was together, and we used to bring that wine off. I tell you about them days of making wine and enjoy ourselves. Everybody fall out to the rec yard and have a nice time in prison. Prison, I told you, it's for how you make it. It's how you make it. You got these channels and they throwing all this here out there, but it's like a trainer, right? I had a partner. He used to train people without a box named Blackjack. Everybody he trained lost a fight. Every last one of them. Never won a fight. Never, never won a fight. I say, man, that's teaching. There ain't what's happening, Blackjack. They're not listening to me. They gotta move, Jay. They gotta move. Harry used to tell me. But it was some times in prison that I had fun. Ain't that something? I had fun. And I was a time in prison where I laughed. Hell, they had a female officer. Used to love to ring. I was so crazy about that girl. And she cried. I said, man, what's wrong with you? She said, man, they gonna transfer me. I say, transfer? He said, yeah, she had put it in about 6 months before this, but she didn't know that she was gonna end up in a relationship with an inmate, you know. And man, she was like, man, she cried. Sure didn't want to leave. Music, music in prison. See, we hear the guitars, we hear the drums, we hear all these instruments. But you got to pay attention to the music of prison. Because there's a sound in prison. There's music in prison. Got you on this one now, don't I? People looking for the right thing to talk about with somebody is music in prison. People, when you call ragtime, you hear voices of men talking to one another down the run. Music in prison. I remember coming through diagnostic and they had a white punk up over me, up on the second floor. And this punk used to sing just like Tina Marie, I swear. And had a whole block quiet. The whole block be quiet listening to this man sing music in prison. Music in prison is so much of a must because it places you somewhere spiritually or mentally. It keeps you out of prison. At prison, Frank, you know how you see some of them guys. I knew a lot of guys that was institutionalized. And I know I'm institutionalized to a degree too. I'm not just talking about them, but me as well. Because when we do so many years, and I told you that in prison they call it institutionalized, but in society they call it program. That's right. That's right. Music is. I like that. I like that. Music is. And you know what? See, we have to have that, right? We have to have that, and you can miss that. You can miss that so bad that you be sitting in your bunk and say, man, I ain't got a radio. And you get your radio. Because so you can put your headphones on and you can just lay back in your bunk with that music going and leave the penitentiary. Leave the penitentiary mentally. People used to look forward to Marco Spoon. People used to look look for people like what's her name or the woman named ooh man I got it well she have a radio station in which she all over Texas and who was her name it's gonna come to me 'cause I used to listen to her station and Tom Journal had all them stations, some good stations. Yeah, music is magic. I know that's right. And you know what? And see, you feel that, right? You feel that. You feel that because you know what it's like. And I'm talking to you. Yes. You know what it's like to want to hear the sound of music. I love music. I love music. Any kind of music. I love music. Yeah. Yeah, I can't sing, but I can do a little something. I ain't all that. But I ain't scared to sing to no woman either. I mean, I would sing to a woman, and they be like, boy, and they enjoy it because I can't sing. But I know I don't just sound bad either. Push, 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 push it in the groove. Dum 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 dum. Hi. All right. You have a good day. You have a good day at work. You have a good day. It's a blessing to be able to go to work. To go to work is a blessing. I uh I just thought that was something that I can bring to the table to get somebody focus on things that can take you out of anything that's going on in prison that's not right, that can hinder you from making parole. It's so much that you can get involved in: bands, choir, all these things that could help you pass your time. And when you pass your time, you forget about you forget all about what's taking place in your life right then. Cause I love music, any kind of music. I love music. Yeah. All right, I just thought I'd just come with a little something. This Andre Wade was just released. Don't forget that when you tell somebody about just released, tell me hit that like button. Tell me hit that like button. Cause ain't no telling what I might come back with next. But I'm gonna come back with something. I'm gonna come back with something. And it's a listener. See, if it's just one, it's a listener that was listening. I'm finna get down on this though. I'm finna get down on that. Full of lettuce and tomatoes. I keep telling y'all, boy, you go to prison, you ain't gonna be eating no sandwiches like that. You gonna miss that. When you tell somebody about just release, sincerely, I want people to hear me. I want people to hear what I have to say. I want people to go through my videos and review them and hear what I had to talk about. The one that you see that's probably was more important than the other. Tell somebody about just release, and when you tell them hit that like button. Tell them hit that like button and tell them hit share. Because you want to share with somebody. So many of us got loved ones in prison right now today. And some of us don't have loved ones in prison. But they know somebody that does. Tell them about just release. Tell them about just release. Because see, I'm going to try to enlighten them on everything of prison. I'm not going to miss nothing. I'm not going to miss nothing. Before this over with, I'm not going to miss nothing. Because there's so much that goes on and so much that's still to be talked about. So when I come back, I'm going to come back with something else.